Hello, my name is Sheyla, and today I want to talk to you about something so important, feeling alive after cancer. I know I've been there. I have gone through 33 surgeries. I had one cancer in October 2000 and another one in December 2000. I had a 4.5 months baby. And it was a very difficult thing for me. I was living a very unhappily ever after marriage, very toxic, very abusive. The finances were a tragedy. Then 2 years later, I found out I had 10 nodules in my lungs. And then I prepared to die. I convinced myself I was going to die. And I just started that journey, going down the hill. And it was very difficult. And then I end up by knowing that it was actually 20 nodules in my lungs. I lost my job. I left my husband. And I was just quitting everything and leaving everything behind. I was just saying goodbye to all the things because I was convinced I was going to die. And then I had this miracle that happened to me. It gave me so much strength, so much power that I just came to the other side. In 2008, I had another cancer in my thyroid. And it wasn't easy to recover from that, but I did. And then in 2012, I had another threat in my breast and I had to do another surgery. It hasn't been smooth, but the reason why I'm telling you this, it's not because I want you to feel pity for me, or it's just because I want you to relate to me. Sometimes we feel like there is no way out. We feel like things cannot get worse. Yes, they can. We feel like things are never going to end. They are. They do. And I learned something recently that it's so interesting. We can live without cancer, but cancer needs us to live. So I learned later on that I was attracting that. I was the one that was bringing that to my body, the way I was living my life because of all the things and experiences. And life was very hard in my childhood. And there was a whole trauma back then that it wasn't healed. And I was just bringing this and it was manifesting in my body in form of an illness. And then I claimed my life. I claimed myself as a healthy person after this miracle that we can talk about in another opportunity. But my life has changed. It has transformed in such a way that I used to work in information technologies, climbing the corporate ladder. I was very unhappy doing all that. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And I just left everything. And I decided my journey of self-discovery, in self-development, why these things happen to me, how can I get out of this, how can I stay here, take care of my children, how can I watch them grow and be part of their lives. I changed the focus from myself to somebody else, to my boys. And many times when we stop looking to our belly button and we focus on helping somebody else, don't they have a saying that you don't know what to do with yourself? Go out there and help somebody else, do something for somebody else. And that's exactly what happened to me. That's exactly what I did. I didn't know what I was doing, but now I do. And I want to help you too. There's so many things. I have studied psychology, neuroscience, NLP, and Gestalt therapy, and hypnosis, and in abundance, and law of attraction, and manifestation, and all kinds of stuff. And I just wanted to share with you because I spent years and years, decades of my life trying to get out of this. And you know what I discovered is that people heal from cancer. People, they are in remission. They have this belief that, cancer has your address, it's going to come back. No, it's not. I'm a healthy person. I live in a healthy body. My body every single day is creating more cells and it's regenerating healthy and wellness. I am this treasure that God has created and brought to life, and I am an expression of Him. And I wanted to feel the same way. I wanted to feel empowered. I wanted to feel with this strength that you have within you. I wanted to see this light that he wants to shine within you, that he wants to come outside and to inspire and enlighten not only your life, but somebody else's. Imagine how life would be if once you are healthy, once you are happy, once you are fulfilled, when you have everything that you want, everything that you need, everything you've always asked it for. How would you affect the world, your kids, your spouse, your family, your friends, your loved ones, and everybody around your community? Think about that. So many people talk about changing the world. They want to go out there, change the world, but we start within. Everything starts within. We can live life outside in or inside out. Outside in, you look at the bad things that are happening in the world and you just kind of focusing on that and you respond and it's just like negativity and things going down and things going bad and bad news and all those things that we're supposed to just walk away from it. And there are all this willingness to go out there to do something, to make a difference, to help others. It's so beautiful. It's such a difference when we live a life that is based on abundance instead of scarcity. And I say this because I have experienced this in my life, in my childhood. I am originally from Brazil, and life wasn't always flowers back then. Things were very difficult. We didn't have things. We couldn't have things. And I learned that once we focus on all that we have, because we do have a lot, think about it. Everything you want, you have. Look around you in your house, in everything that your belongs, your clothing, your jewelry, whatever it is. All those things you once wanted them, and now you own them, and now they belong to you. So you have what you wanted. So once you look at those things and you appreciate them, when was the last time you're grateful for your right hand? You're grateful for your eyesight. You're grateful for your tongue, your ability to speak and to express yourself. When was the last time that you're grateful for waking up and have another day ahead of you? This opportunity to be alive, awake, and aware, to understand things, to see life, to have people around you, to have a house to live, a roof over your head, to have water, to have electricity. There are many people in the world that don't have those things, but you do. It's like, you getting a Christmas morning and thinking about all the things you didn't get instead of looking at all the things you got. You know, where focus goes, energy flows. So have you ever noticed that if we start wearing glasses, all of a sudden you look out there, and there's so many people wearing glasses. You buy, red purse, let's say, and you go out there and you see a lot of people have red purses, or you paint your nails and your fingernails a different color, a blue, and you see how many people have blue nail polish in their fingernails, and you got a brand new car and you know, a green car, and there's a lot of green cars out there all of a sudden. Why? Because we are focusing on that, and then now we see it. So, do you want to go in your house and stare at your trash can and just look at it inside and all the bad things, all the rotting things, all the expired things? Or you want to look at the plants and the beautiful furniture, the things you chose, the decoration, the bed you have, the lining you have, the smell of your home, of, of all the things that your pantry, all the abundance you have, all the things you once wanted, and now it's yours, it belongs to you. You can have it all. The life you always dreamed about. You can be healthy and you can have all the financial abundance. And not only in your finances, but the things that you want and friendships. And you can have a wonderful relationship. And you can have all the things that are important to you, that matters to you in your life as part of you. You just need to believe, to have faith, do your part, do your work. Many of us were affected ever since we were very young by the people around us, by our parents. They didn't know better. And their parents, our grandparents, teachers and doctors and religious figures and all those people that told us things that many times were based on their life experience, on their beliefs, on things that they have gone through. And we just accepted that as the absolutely truth. Like people, the elderly people, like in their 80s or 90s these days, they watch TV because they believe it's on TV, it's the truth. And we know it's not. Things have changed so much. We need to do our due diligence and look for things, for things that are aligned with what's important to us, what we believe, what we want to believe. I remember when I was going through cancer, when I was fighting, going through all this battle, many times I went to doctors that said, oh, we don't know what's going to happen. There is no many chances, or the percentages is low or whatever. I didn't want to believe that. I didn't want to be associated with somebody that was going to work with me, treat me like there is no way. So I changed it to another doctor. I went to another hospital. I looked for people that were aligned with the things that I wanted in my life, even though the results were there. Sometimes our eyes play a trick on us, right? You go, like sometimes you are traveling in the road and you look up there, it looks like the road is wet. When you get closer, you see it's not. Sometimes when you go to a train station and look at the tracks, you feel like they converge. And then as you go and you look, you get closer, you see that it's not true. So many times what you are seeing is not the truth. When you step on the scale, the weight you see there, it's not actually your weight. This is based on the past, based on what you weighed or what you did or did not exercise the day before or the week before. When you look at the stars, they shiny, they are years, light years away from us. What we're seeing here, it's the past. So how many times we get results we see things and we convince ourselves, okay, this is the end. Like I did when I learned about the nodules in my lungs, that I decided it was the end. That was 20 years ago. I feel so blessed. For 3 months, I believed that was my end. And I went down the hill, I'll tell you. I was planning my funeral. I organized documentation. I wanted to go on a vacation with my kids so they would have memories and pictures with me. I went to see dolphins and I did. It was my last wish. I did all the things. I quit everything. I gave in. I gave up. But God said, no, 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 there is another plan for you. You are meant for more. You will live and you will inspire people. You help others come back to life, to claim their life back, to be happy once again, to experience life fully, to enjoy moments, and to be happy once again. So many people I know and I have crossed my journey were stuck, were trapped, were kidnapped, were being held hostage by these things that happened to them in the past. Many were cancer. I worked with people impacted by cancer for many years, but I also helped other people that have gone through huge challenges in their lives. And sometimes, as I was saying before, people are healed from cancer, but they keep cancer in their head. What if it comes back? What it runs in my family? What if, oh my God, what if, I don't know, I'm not paying attention, it comes, and what if this is the way I'm gonna go? What if this, what, and we start imagining, fantasizing the worst case scenarios over and over and over again. The thing is, our mind likes the familiar. So something you experience, it tends to go back to. So we have to kind of give an option to go to take a different path, to go a different way. It doesn't do this automatically. We need to help it. How many times you had to face something and you thought, you know what, everything's going to be okay. I believe it's for the best. Everything is good. I'm positive. And you really believed it was the best case scenario. Unfortunately, we were programmed to always think of the worst case scenario. The main function of our brain is safety and protection. So it's always gonna try to protect us from danger. This comes from the from the cavemen, from the Stone Age, because they were the only things that we did back then. We didn't plan for future. We're just living the now. But now things have changed. We developed the prefrontal cortex, and we are different people now. We are people that think about the future, the plan, that, start now something that we want to do in the future, that it just anticipate things and live here and now. And at the same time, we have something looking forward to. And life has changed so much for human beings. We have developed so much. Our awareness has increased. In the age of information, oh my goodness, but there's so much out there that sometimes can be overwhelming. Sometimes can be scary. I don't know where to start. I don't know what's right, what's wrong. I don't know what is true, what is not. So the best thing for us to do is to be guided by someone that have been there, have done that, have gone through it, have experienced the pain and got to the other side. Have you ever been to a restaurant, or have you ever had a meal or ate something so delicious that as you're eating this, You want everybody that you love to have that, to experience that, to taste that, to, the maybe the flavor, maybe the sweetness, maybe the texture. Oh gosh, it's my mouth is watering here thinking about it. Have you ever been to a place that is so magnificent, it's so beautiful and gorgeous, that you're like, oh my goodness, I wish so and so was here with me. I wish this person, I could come back and show this to this and that person. That's how I feel about being where I am today. I've been there at the end of the road, hopeless, planning my end. And I got to the other side. I was so blessed to have this opportunity. And it would be a sin to carry this with me. I want to share. I believe this is a treasure that God has granted me. And I'm here now because I want to share this with you. I want you to see what I do. I want you to be in this state of gratitude, in this awareness, and see life with a different perspective the way I do. See, I live in a world that is so beautiful, where flowers are blossoming, trees are growing, fruits are being produced, the greens, all times and tones of greens. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. The sun is rising and setting, and the water, the oceans are moving, the rivers are going to the ocean, right? Babies are being born, kids are starting to walk, people are falling in love for the first time, experiencing their first kiss, getting married, getting pregnant. Kids are going to school. They're just learning how to read, how to write. People are starting a new sport. They're challenging themselves. People writing books, accomplishing goals. People are being healed from illnesses. And there's so much more in this beautiful world I live in. And I really want you to see it. The world with the same lenses that I do, with those eyes. The God is everywhere. Miracles are happening all the time. And every single day when I wake up and open my eyes, I say, for being alive, awake, and aware, I give thanks. Because I know there's going to be a day that it's not going to be the case. I'm not going to be here anymore. We're not going to last forever. This is the one thing we know as human beings. We are here for a certain time and then we are not. But every single day we have this present that is given to us. What a blessing, what a privilege, what an honor to be here one more day and to be talking to you right now. This wasn't a coincidence. This was meant to happen. We are meant to be here right now together. You listening to me and you coming to my world because I want to serve you. I want you to also open this treasure chest you have inside of you, to shine your light, to be alive once again and happy, and have something to look forward to plan your future vacation and moments and things instead of being trapped. It's something that is already your past, but you gotta believe it. You gotta have faith. You gotta truly know that's what it is. You have the power to command yourself, your mind, and your body is just the instrument of the mind. It's just gonna obey. It's just gonna respond to it. But this is just a little bit of my passion here to share with you. And I really hope this helps you a little bit. And this brings you some hope, some light, and inspire you somehow, because remember, I was there once, and I'm here on the other side. And I believe I'm being guided. And I'm supposed to be talking to you right now. So I can't wait to see you on the other side. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and it's been a blessing. Imagine a world of 7 billion people, you and I here right now. It's something, isn't it? With gratitude, Sheyla.